Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right. Lisa Raye. Lisa Raye, who once went by the name of Lisa Raye McCoy. And now it's back to Lisa Raye. Lisa Raye recently came out and was questioning Halle Berry, basically saying the reason why Halle Berry can't keep a man is because her box ain't that good. Or maybe that's why. Basically saying she ain't got that water, you know. But nevertheless, I'm gonna talk about Halle Berry in the solo video as well because I need to talk about her too. And it's just time to just basically just give my point of view on Halle Berry and what a disappointment she is to not only herself but to the black community, which she claimed to be part of and loved so much until she won that Oscar. But um, nevertheless, Lisa Raye recently came out and said, hey, the reason why Halle Berry can't keep a man is because she don't have that water. She don't have that wet. So that's probably why she can't keep a man. Now, Halle Berry has been linked to all type of actors in Hollywood from, allegedly being with Wesley Snipes and allegedly, well, I'm not going to say talk about it, put that on him, but, she's been tied to, once being with Wesley Snipes, then, her failed marriage to David Justice, her failed relationship to that white, that white model, then, Oliver Martinez, and now she's currently dating singer Van Hunt, which, by the way, that song Van Hunt made called Down Here in Hell, that was, that song slapper, but nevertheless, let me get back to Lisa Raye basically taking it upon herself to say something like that. Well, first of all, I don't know if Lisa Raye have a personal issue with Halle Berry, but usually when somebody says something like that, it's usually personal. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to get to the thick of things because this is something that a lot of people don't like to bring up. But, me, I'm the one to do it. Now, we all know Halle Berry is a biracial black woman. And then you have Lisa Raye, who is a light-skinned black woman out of the Chi. And around that time, it was Lisa Raye and Halle Berry. Now, there was some controversy when Lisa Raye was first cast in the Players Club. At the time, you had people take shots at Ice Cube because, basically people was like, oh man, here we go again with a brother, casting a light-skinned black woman in the leading role. Why didn't he get a dark-skinned woman? So, this was the thing back then. And then keep in mind, you had that whole issue back in the 90s about video vixens, the whole thing about the whole black woman being exploited, and you had the misogynistic lyrics thing, all that kind of stuff going on at the time. So it was a lot of controversy around, Lisa Raye, but she got the role. Ice Cube cast her, and she, it launched her career. Now, did it turn into what people thought it would be? Because there was expectations that Lisa Raye, after the Players Club, they was predicted she was gonna be the next big thing. She was compared to Halle Berry, so it was kind of like a rat race to the top to the top as far as Hollywood goes, as far as being in certain type of films. Uh, Lisa Raye, her career, she did a lot of different things, but she did mostly urban like movies. She went on to do like a black female cowboy movie. Now, keep in mind, the Brat is her sister. The Brat is her sister. So, like I said before, Lisa Raye was expected to possibly be the next superstar, and it's only room for one. So basically, Halle Berry went on to become bigger as far as Hollywood goes, where Lisa Raye, like I said, she was basically, I'm not gonna say reduced, but basically as far as her range goes, she just went on to do a bunch of urban like projects, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you look at Laura London, Laura London is biracial black, but I think that's her comfort zone. I think Lauren London likes doing movies like that, where she's more in touch with her black side than she is her white side. She has a black mother and she has a white father who I think is a lawyer. But it appears that Lauren London is content with that. She went on to have a relationship with Nipsey Hussle. She said that was the love of her life. you know. Um, but, for Lisa Raye, like I said, the expectations, the trajectory, they thought her being in the Players Club was going to lead to her becoming, I guess you could say, the female version of Will Smith. And, unfortunately, that never happened with Lisa Raye. And I think to a certain degree, when you hear people talk like that, that's venom and that's more personal. I think Lisa Raye has always had it in towards, I think she's always had it in when it came to Halle Berry. Let's just keep it 100. By her coming out of nowhere saying something like that, you got to really put two and two together. That's a personal thing. She's had animosity towards her. Is it jealousy possibly? Yeah, maybe so. Was it a mixture of, when she made that comment, a mixture of sounding like she was borderline jealous and clout chasing? Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to say these things. Deep down inside, Lisa Raye more than likely feel like, damn, Halle Berry went in the direction where I was expected to go. And now Lisa Raye is, I guess she got some kind of talk show on Fox Soul, a online streaming service. Fox Soul. Fox Soul. That just shows you how backwards Fox is, but we all know Fox history, Fox News history. I don't know if it's tied to 20th Century Fox or just regular Fox. If it's tied to regular Fox, you already know Roger Ailes and company, how they feel about black people. That's just ironic. She working on Fox Soul, but then she trying to insinuate that somebody else is a sellout. But that take nerve. But this is just my belief where this is coming from. For real. This is just my belief. I really feel that for her to come out and make a statement like that, yeah, it's personal and it's some history behind this. Now, Lisa Raye, at the same time, I think it's a lot of hypocrisy in what Lisa Raye said, because here's the thing. Last time I checked, Lisa Raye is 51, 52 years old, possibly. I don't know if she has any children. I know she's currently not married. She was once married, but she's not married anymore. Lisa Raye has had a history of being tied to different men. She was married at one time and now she's not married. So what does that say about her? Why can't she keep a man? Why isn't she still married? So obviously maybe something is wrong with her box. I never feel like you should go that route. Because that's like me as a man saying, well, the reason why so-and-so can't keep a woman because maybe his bedroom. Well, like I said, she need to worry about her bedroom skills, and why can't she keep a man? So like I said before, you got to understand the thing with Lisa Raye and Halle Berry is much deeper than we all think, because I can put that together. I easily could figure what this was all about because I remember a lot of this stuff. It's just certain things you remember. It was a race. It was a race to the top, or quote unquote what would be considered the top in Hollywood. Keep in mind, there was only room for one light-skinned black woman. Either it was going to be the light-skinned black woman or the biracial light-skinned black woman. And when you see this video that I'm going to do about Halle Berry, you're going to have a understanding of Halle Berry also. Because like I said, it's not like I'm siding with Halle Berry, because, you know, I've had extreme issues with Halle Berry. So it's not like I'm on here caping for her, but I'm just calling it how it is. Y'all already know how Hollywood is. They thrive on the flavor of the month. They have the it black dude. Every once in a while they'll find the it dark-skinned black dude. And then they'll find possibly the so-called it light-skinned black dude. Now, keep in mind, they thought at one time, you know, Terrence Howard could basically fill in the void or take over for Will Smith. And, you know, same thing with other dark-skinned black men. You know, they feel possibly Omar Epps and some other people. You know, Wesley Snipes had a good run at one time, you know, but Wesley Snipes just had so many issues with money and stuff, taxes and all that stuff in Hollywood, and with the government, just, you know, he fell off, you know. And don't get me wrong, Wesley Snipes is still a great actor, but he just had a lot of issues. You know, Denzel Washington managed to stay afloat. Ice Cube, he was just in a different type of realm. He was in a lane of his own. He mostly stayed doing projects that pretty much pertain to the urban-like atmosphere. He went on to have what you would call mainstream hits or modest hits like Are We There Yet? Players, you know, Are We There Yet? The Ride Along movie. So, you know, but Ice Cube never like hit that Will Smith like realm, like what Will Smith did. But that just happens. That's just how Hollywood has been. But yeah, I just wanted to give my interpretation on this situation. Like I said, Lisa Raye, she need to worry about her own box instead of worrying about Halle Berry's. So I'm just keeping it 100. Thank you for listening. This is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.